Good evening. You're welcome here this evening again. We're still on the series on how to become successful. Today, we're going to be talking about how to set goals in life. How to set goals in life. Now, one of the ways to become successful in life is to set goals. To set goals. And one thing about setting goals in life is that you must ensure that you set your goals right. You must ensure that you set the right goal. So now, what is goal? When I talk about goals here, I don't mean the goal is scored during soccer. No. The goal I'm talking about here is a goal is a result that you are attempting to achieve. A goal is a result that you want to achieve. That's what I mean by goal here. Setting goal. Setting goal. So you should ensure that when setting goal, that you set a good and right result. Because a goal is a result that you are attempting to achieve, that you want to achieve. So while setting that goal, make sure you're setting a good and right result that you are working to achieve or you want to achieve. And then when setting that goal, you should ask yourself this question. Since a goal is a result that you're working to achieve, you should ask yourself this question, that as I set this goal, when the result comes, when I achieve the result, will it make me successful? Would I be successful, or will it make me miserable? So setting goals is an essential part of succeeding in life. So like I said before, we're going to be talking about how to set goals in life. How to set goals in life. Now, one of the ways that we can set goals, or we will be able to set goals in life, is by number one, setting lifetime goals. Setting lifetime goals. Setting a goal for your lifetime, assuming and believing that you will live very long till this particular age, till so age. So you set a lifetime goal. And one of the first steps in setting your personal goal or setting the lifetime goal is to consider what you want to achieve in your lifetime. To consider what you want to achieve in your entire lifetime. You consider it in line with your purpose in life. You create your big picture. You create your big picture. Your own big picture of what you want to do with your life. You create your picture. Your own personal picture of what you want to do with your life, of what you want to become in your life. Now, how do you create this picture of what you want to become in your life? For you to be able to create this picture properly, you need to have a clear vision of where you're going to in life. How do you have that clear vision? Imagine means to create a picture. You create a picture of your future. You imagine it, you visualize. You visualize what you have imagined in your imagination. You visualize it. And then after visualizing it, that becomes your vision. That becomes your vision. That becomes your vision of what you want to become, of where you are going, because you need to be able to see your future clearly and correctly. You need to be able to see your future clearly and correctly. To set the right goals in life. You must see your future clearly. You must know where you're going to in life. You must know what you want to be in life to set your goals right. Because it is necessary to set your goals right when you want to set goals in life. Because if you set the wrong goals in life, it will lead you to a wrong destination. Setting wrong goals in life can make you stagnant, can lead you to death, can lead you to destruction. Setting a wrong goal in life, setting wrong goals in life, just because you don't have a clear vision, just because you've not created the big picture of your future, of where you are going to. So it is necessary that while we want to set our personal goal, we have a clear vision of where we are going to, of what we want to become, and we'll make sure that we set our goals right, so that when we achieve the results, we will be successful. What you want to achieve in a significant and distant age. Now, I'm talking about setting personal goals. Now, you need to see, you need to know what you want to achieve in a significant and distant time. Say, like, in the next 5 years, what do I want to achieve? Where do I want to be? In the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, where do I want to be? What do I want to achieve? This will help you to be able to set your personal goals in life. Now, take note. Goal setting is a powerful process. It's a very powerful process, for thinking about your ideal future. So what guides you to set the right goal is a clear vision, the big picture of what you want to become or what you want to do in your lifetime. So you need to get this picture in order for you to set your goals right. Setting lifetime goals gives you the overall perspective. It gives you the overall view, the overall perspective that shapes all other aspects of your decision making in life. So when you set your lifetime goals, it guides every decision you make in life. For example, I tell myself now that I want to become a lecturer tomorrow. So every decision I take from now onward, I will make sure that it aligns to that my goal of becoming a lecturer in life. Now, to give you a broad and balanced coverage of some of the important areas in life or in your life, I will suggest that while you're trying to set your personal goal, while you're trying to set your lifetime goal, that you put some of these following categories I'm going to talk about now into consideration. Yes, it will guide you to set your personal goals, set lifetime goals. So these categories I will start with is number one, career. Career. What level do you want to reach in your career? You need to ask yourself this question. What level do I want to get to in my career? What level do I want to reach in my career? What do I want to achieve career-wise? At what time do I want to achieve it? And at what stage in my life? You ask yourself that question. Do you want to become a manager? You want to become a board chairman, the chairman of your board of directors? You want to become a director? You want to become an international businessman by so time? So when you think about this, it's going to guide you on how to set your lifetime goals. I'm going to secondary school, I'm going to university now. Which career do you want to venture in life? How far do you want to go in that career? It's going to help you set your goal. The next one is financial. So financially, how much do you want to earn or have in life? And at what time and at what stage in life? I'm telling you the categories that can help you set your personal goals in life. How, at the age of 50, how much should I have? How much should I be earning? How is this related to my career? Because your career should be linked to your financial life, because career is supposed to generate money for you. You're supposed to get paid for any career that you choose or venture into in life. So you need to ask yourself this question: how much do I want to earn or have in the next 10 years? So the financial aspect is number two. The next one is education. Is there any knowledge you want to acquire at a particular time in your life? Or is there any particular knowledge that you want to acquire? What information and skills will you need to achieve other goals in life? So education-wise, you need to ask yourself, by what time and at what stage in my life should I be done with this level of education? When you ask yourself these questions, it's going to help you in setting your lifetime and personal goals. The next one is family. I'm talking about setting lifetime goals. Family, do you want to be a parent? Do you want to get married? If yes, how are you going to be a good parent? You need to ask yourself this question. How am I going to look for the right person I want to get married to? How am I going to be a good parent? How do I want to be seen by the person I'll get married to and by members of my extended family? When you ask yourself this question, you finally begin to set goals for yourself. The next one is attitude. Is any part of your mindset holding you back? Do you have an attitude problem? Are there behaviors you have that upsets you? If so, set a goal to improve your behavior and find a solution to the problem. These categories I'm calling, they're going to help you set lifetime goals. Lifetime, not just what I call it, not just short-term goals, lifetime goals. The next one is your health. Do you want good health? Deep into your old age, do you want to have good health till when you're old? Till when you're very, very old? Do you want to have good health? Do you want to grow old and be strong? It is now that you will set that goal. It is now that you will set that goal. By going for medical checkups, by doing exercise, by watching your body system, understanding your health system. So health is one area, one category. These are categories you need to consider while setting lifetime goals. The categories you need to consider while setting lifetime goals. The next one is pleasure. Pleasure. The next one is pleasure. Now, how do you want to enjoy yourself in life? How do you want to enjoy yourself in life? How do you want to have fun in life? Because you should ensure that some of your life is for you. You should ensure that some of your life is for you. So you ask yourself that question. How do I want to enjoy my life? It's going to help you set a lifetime goal. Then the next one is retirement. Retirement, very, very key in setting lifetime goals. Retirement is very, 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 very important. Very important in setting lifetime goals. So you ask yourself, how do I want to retire at old age? When do I want to retire? How do I want to live my life when I'm retired? How do I want to live my life when I'm retired? How? You ask yourself this question now, it will help you to set your lifetime goal. And then the last category I'm going to talk about here on guiding us on how to set lifetime goals is public service. Public service. Do you want to make the world a better place? Like what I'm doing now, I'm reaching out to the world. I'm adding value to the world. I'm adding value to the world because I want to impact lives. I want to add value to lives. So, do you want to do public service? There are different ways of doing public service. It can be at the community level. It can be in the church. It can be anywhere. So you ask yourself. So by the time you've asked yourself all those questions and these categories I just talked about now, you find out that you'll be able to start setting your lifetime goals. You know, lifetime goals, you have to spend time brainstorming. There are some other categories that you can include to this. This is just a suggestion from me. There's some other categories. You might have your own categories. There might be some things that are important to you that you can add. But you have to bring all these categories together and ask yourself, if these are the things I want in life, then you need to set a lifetime goal. And then select one or more goals in each of the categories I've mentioned that best reflects what you want to do. So you select from these categories that best reflects what you want to do. Then you consider trimming again so that you have a smaller number of really significant goals that you can focus on. As you do this, make sure that the goals that you have set are the ones that you genuinely want to achieve in life. Now listen to me. When setting your goals in life, it should be what you want to achieve. It should be results you want to achieve. Not the ones that your parents, family, friends, or employer want you to achieve. It should be what you want to achieve. It should be what will make you successful. And if you're married, you probably would want to consider what your husband or your wife wants when setting your goals in life. You know? So however, make sure that you also remain true to yourself. Now you see, setting the goals in life, you have a clear vision of where you're going to first. You have a big future, a big picture of what you want to become in your lifetime, what you want to do in your lifetime. And then you consider all these categories that I just mentioned, and some of your own personal categories. And then you now start putting them together. I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be this. By the time you think about all these things, by the time you already know who you want to be, by the time you think about it, then you can now set your goal and tell yourself, okay, I want to be this, I want to be that. And you make sure it is something that you genuinely want. It's a result that you want to achieve. That will help you set personal goals. Now also remember that the Bible says in the book of Psalm 37 verse 23 that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighted in his way. So you also need God to help you set the right goals in life. You need God. God has to be involved. You need God to set the right goals in life. And you must set your goals right. Because wrong goals, when you set your goals wrongly, now the reason why people set wrong goals is because they don't even have a clear vision of where they're going to. Some people don't even know where they're going to. They don't know what they want. And they just get up and say, oh, I want to achieve this. Not knowing that by the time you achieve that, it will kill you. It will destroy you. So you must set your goals right. You must set it right. So we just finished talking about number one, setting lifetime goals. So I just talked about how to set lifetime goals, the categories you need to consider, and then set a lifetime goal. And you know that in your whole life, this is what you want. This is how you want to retire. You know, this is the career. This is the level you want your career to get to, financial, education, all that. So the next one we're going to talk about is now, for you to set your goals properly, now, you need to set smaller goals. Because once you have set your lifetime goals, you have the big picture of what you want to become in life. You already know what you want to become in life. You have a big picture of it. Now you've set a lifetime goal. For example, I want to be a professor. It's a lifetime goal. So what do now? You break them down into smaller targets. You break your lifetime goal down into small. Like you want to build, like I tell myself that my goal in life is that I want to build a big story building. For me to achieve this goal now, I have to break it down into targets. I can tell myself, okay, in the next 10 years, I want to build a very big house. And what do? I can break it down into smaller goals, into smaller targets. I break it down so that it will be achievable. I can say, oh, in the next 2 months, I'm going to buy the blocks. In the next 2 months, I'm going to buy the cement. In the next 2 months, I'm going to do the foundation. You know, so you break your lifetime goal. You break them into smaller targets so that it makes it easier for you to achieve. You know, it makes it easier for you to hit and reach your lifetime goals when you break it down into targets. Creating 1 month, like I said, to the next 2 months, but it has to be progressive. So that as you're growing in life, you're seeing yourself achieving your lifetime goals. So you don't just wake up and say, oh, this is my goal, I must do it now. No, you have to be realistic. You understand me? Lifetime goals. How do I want my family to be? How do I want my children to grow? What is our lifetime goals? So you break them down into smaller targets so that gradually you will achieve it. Gradually you will achieve it. You know, Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. And little drops of water form a big ocean. So, when you've pictured your lifetime goals, one of the ways to achieve it is to break it into smaller goals, into smaller targets. You know, you can't graduate from pre-nursery and start going to secondary school immediately. No. There are stages in life. So you take it stage by stage. You know, you create a daily to-do list or things you should do today to work towards your lifetime goal. Now you already know where you're going to in life. You have a clear vision. So what do? You make a conscious effort every day. Try to draw closer to the goal. Every day. Write your goals down. Write them down. This crystallizes them and give them more force. Write them down. Add value to your goals. Write them down. You know, set priorities. You know, when you have several goals in life, you need to prioritize them. Give each a priority that helps you avoid feeling overwhelmed by having too many goals. You can have so many goals in life. You can tell yourself, I want to build a house by so time. I want to buy a car by so time. I want to be an MD by so time. I want to be an importer by so time. You can have a lot of goals in life. But it is necessary that you prioritize them so that it does not overwhelm you. It doesn't overwhelm you. Prioritize them. You don't jack all of them at once. I want to train my children. I want to be done training my children by so time. I want to be that so that you prioritize. You choose one ahead of the other for you to achieve your lifetime goal. You know, this helps to direct your attention to the most important ones at the moment. Prioritizing helps to direct your attention to the most important one at the moment. This helps you achieve your lifetime goals. You know, it helps you to be organized and have a good plan for achieving your goal. Prioritizing your goals, prioritizing them after breaking them into smaller targets. You prioritize them. It helps you to achieve your goals. One other way to achieve your goals is to set smart goals. When you break your goals down into smaller targets, make it smart by achieving them step by step. Now, what does smart mean now? Smart, the S in smart means specific. Set specific goals. Don't be confused. Specific and significant goals. That's what the S in smart stands for. Why the M stands for measurable goals. Measurable goals. A goal that you can measure, putting date, time, and amount. By so time, with so amount of money, I should be able to achieve this goal. For example, you're working somewhere, you're in a salary of 500,000 naira, and you're embarking on a project that will cost you 1 million naira. So you can tell yourself that in 10 months, if I save 200,000, I should be able to achieve this goal in 10 months. So M means measurable, a goal that you can measure. And M also means meaningful goal, a goal that has meaning, not meaningless goals. Some people set meaningless goals in life. A goal that has meaning. Then the A in smart means attainable and action-oriented. Attainable, be realistic that it is something that you can achieve or attain. You know, sometimes we set goals that are difficult to attain. We set goals that are difficult to attain. So, you know, like I said, you break your goals into smaller targets because it's a lifetime goal. It's a lifetime goal. You break it into smaller targets for you to achieve your lifetime goal. So you have to be realistic. Then arrow in the word smart stands for relevant. Make sure that the goal you're setting is relevant. How important is that goal to you? How important is that goal to you? Hope it is relevant. Then the arrow also stands for reward. Hope at the end, when you achieve the result, which is your goal, it will reward you. That's success. It will reward you. It will reward you. Then T, the last word in the smart, stands for time. Set time-bound goal. Set time-bound goal. You know, you need to set a goal that I can achieve. Don't set a goal that you don't even know the time when you will achieve it in life. No. You need to set a time-bound goal. And then the T still means trackable. Set a goal that you can track as you're progressing. You can track as you're progressing. Set a goal that you can track. As you progress, you can track it. As you progress, you can track it. As you progress, you can track it. You know, so you need to take care to set goals which you have as much control as possible over. Please set goals that you can control. Don't set goals beyond your control. It will frustrate you. Set goals that as much as possible you can control. You can control. If you base your goals on personal performance, then you can keep control over the achievements of your goals and draw satisfactions from forget. So set your goal based on your personal performance. See, some of us will know our strengths. We know that we can't do this. We cannot do this in life. Our strengths can carry it. And then we now set a goal towards that. When we know that it is going to be difficult to achieve. It's going to be difficult to achieve. We already know it's going to be difficult to achieve. And then we start struggling. You find out that you lose control over such goals. So set goals that as much as possible you can control. So now, in conclusion and in summary now, how do you set goals in life? Number one is having a clear vision of where you are going to or what you want to become in life. Once you have seen where you want to become or what you want to become in life, you've seen it clear, this is what I want to become in life. Then you bring in the categories that will guide you to get to that place in life. You ask yourself the questions about your career. Ask the first question about your financial life. Ask yourself the question about your education life. Family, attitude, health, pleasure, retirement, and any other category. It depends on where you're going to in life. And when you ask yourself this question, you're able to come together. You're able to comprehend and then build a direction on how to achieve the results of where and what you want to become in life. The way you've created that goal of where you're going to in life, you now break it down. Break it. I was in an example of a building. My goal is to build a very big house. By when I get to maybe, before I get to so age, let me say for example, maybe a 60 or 70, I should have achieved that. Like that's my goal in life. I break it down. I'm just using it as an example. I'm using the house as an example. Break it down into smaller bits, into smaller targets, and I move. It could be family. I want to marry at so time. I want to have children at so time. I want to get married at so time. Gradually, you marry. You start having children. You start training them. It's a lifetime goal. In bits. So when you break them into bits, then you follow it up. You follow it up until you achieve that result, which is your goal. Which is your goal. One of the major goals that you should have in life and wish to achieve is to make heaven. To make heaven. That should be one of the major goals you should set as your lifetime goal. And we all know that making heaven is a process. You have to get saved first if you're not saved. When you get saved, you start living a holy life. You live a holy life. You live a righteous life. Until the day that you're raptured, either by Christ or by death. And then if you make it to heaven, then you have achieved that goal in life. So while setting goals, let's not forget to set the most important goal in life, which is to make heaven. To make heaven after existing on this earth. I wish you well, and I hope that after today, you will set your goals properly in life. Thanks for joining me this evening. Thanks for joining me this evening. Please share this video. It's going to bless someone. Please subscribe and like our YouTube channel. The name is Distinguished Men of Honor. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This evening, have a wonderful week ahead. Bye.